Welcome back to Out of the Noise. I'm Priestess Lily, your channeler, sacred heart healer, and space holder, here to create content to help humanity rise in consciousness through connection. Today, we're diving deep into the transformational energy and alignment of Saturn and Pluto, a time of deep transformation and restructuring. We'll explore what it means, what to expect, and how to navigate this period. So grab yourself a cuppa, settle in, and let's get cosmic. Whew. Things are going to get interesting. Things are really going to speed up, and it's going to be like hang on energy. And when Saturn and Pluto align, the energy is going to be intense, fast moving, transformational, and often leading to profound changes, both personally for ourselves. So there's going to be a lot of inner reflection and collectively at a mass collective level. There's going to be a shit ton of waking up, and hallelujah, do we bloody need that? These two powerful planets bring a combination of discipline, structure, deep transformation, and rebirth. Here's what you can expect when these two planets start to align. Deep structural changes. Saturn's influence is all about structural discipline, authority, governments, control, top, heavy, down, and aren't we used to that right about now? It governs the rules, the boundaries, and systems that create order, supposedly, in our life. So there might be, what intuitively I feel, we're going to start seeing that energy of I want to say programming, the Truman Show coming out to play again. There's going to be conversations around the police. There's going to be bigger conversations around the leaders in America, Biden and also Trump. Charges are going to be revealed for the month of July. And I do think that we are coming to the point that Biden is going to need to step down. Pluto's influence, Pluto, baby. We went into Pluto for a period at the end of last year, and it was like, holy bejesus. So much energy shifted very quickly. Pluto is about rebirth. It is about power. It's about depth and bringing hidden truths to the light to be surfaced. So as much as there's going to be this power struggle in the collective, it's also going to bring to the light so many things that we have not wanted to see or not been able to see. And so this is where I say the awakening for so many people is going to be next level as we move through the next coming months. July is the tipping point for the rest of the year. And then we go back into feeling like things are going back into chaos again, September through to November. The last 6 months of this year feels like energetically for me, when I feel into it, things are going to be moving really, really quickly. We are being asked to jump timelines. We are being asked to jump into consciousness. This is why so many people right now are so sick. And because their bodies are needing to clear out the old in order to upgrade. And our physical bodies are the last part of us to upgrade into the new frequency. And for the last 3 years, so many people have been doing their inner work. And when we do our inner work, it's our bodies that then start to purge and release so we can hold more capacity, more space for the next layer of work. And this is where this is what's really happening right now. So many people have got, the flu in their lungs and their third eye. Lungs is all about grief. It's about clearing. It's about purging. And I think so many people are realizing right now that they need to let go of an old way of being. an old way of living. So I talk a lot more openly about my predictions for each month in Divine Awakening Academy, the Divine Awakening Collective, sorry. And so the girls there always get to know or get me a bit more on tap around what is happening for the month. But I just decided, since we're moving into such transformational energy and really being called to start to step in and create and be in the new earth, the new vibration of civilization, the changes are starting now. So transformation and rebirth, letting go of the old. This alignment is really encourages us to shed the outdated structures, the beliefs and the practices. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you and make new space and a new capacity to hold the vibration of new beginnings, growth, and transformation. So many of my clients right now are realizing that some of their beliefs or values are no longer serving them, and they're asking themselves where they really, is it something that they generationally have just always believed in, and is it serving them right now as the collective is shifting? So many of us are actually doing our generational healing right now, where we're wanting to become and be a different parent. And I love seeing people awaken to this and choose to become more of their sovereign self, more of their authentic self. So I invite you really to be okay about what is needing to be let go of, and forgiveness. I can't express that enough. Rebuilding strong foundations. Old structures right now are being dissolved. And I have spoken about this for the last 4 years, that the structures that we're currently in are no longer going to serve us as we evolve more into our light bodies. This is an opportunity where we get to build stronger. And I'm not going to say build back stronger, because that's a narrative of the World Economic Forum that is not my vibration. I'm like, let us be people. Let us do life our way. But it's about coming back to community, coming back to grassroots, building foundations, us becoming responsible, us becoming more resilient in our communities, resilient in our foundation. This is around personal habits, relationships, career paths, and our social systems. So there's going to be a real light shined on so many of those within our communities. Intensify our personal and collective evolution. Evolution, baby, evolution. This is inner work now, and shadow integration. So here's the thing. You know those feelings that you don't like sitting in because it means that you have to deal with them, and you'd rather go do escapism, like read a book, pretend it's not really happening, go drinking, drugging, anything to escape your actual reality? Well, I hate to tell you, the shit's still going to be there. So right now, we're really needing to integrate our shadow, do our inner work. This energy encourages us to go inward, confronting personal and also our collective shadows. The process can be so healing and lead to so much growth. Right now, in the collective, so many people are running from this. You're going to have to pause and start looking at it. This is what is making you sicker. It's not about being right and others being wrong. It's not about needing to prove yourself. It's needing to sit in the feeling and look at it, process it, heal it, let go of it in order to move forward. We're really in the cycle of the death of the ego and stepping more into our cosmic heart for humanity. And until you get that memo, nothing's going to shift. Collective shifts. There's going to be so many major shifts politically, economically, and social systems. These changes are going to be so challenging for so many people, but it needs to happen. Some of them are going to be for the worst in order for us to awaken stronger. So many people are holding on to their voice and not speaking their truth for fear. And I encourage you to start speaking. By not speaking, what are you teaching your children? Because here's the thing. Ask yourself as a parent, are you creating a leader or a follower? I know intuitively I'm birthing within my son a leader. Allow them to become curious, allow them to speak their voice, allow them to ask the questions. But if they don't see you doing that as a mother, they're not going to do it either. So start stepping forward and start doing it, because then it gives them permission to do so. Empowerment and control. This is all about reclaiming your sovereignty, baby. Reclaiming your personal power. This period is about reclaiming personal power and stepping so deeply into your authentic self, anchoring more of your light into the world. It encourages us to take control of our life and make empowered life choices. We are really being shifted in timelines into our soul's gateway, our soul's timeline, rather than what we think we have to do in order to be and survive in the world. The shifts in the power dynamics, this is so significant both personally and collectively. This can involve changes in leadership, authority figures, and social power structures. I do see that in the next coming months, we are going to see a shift in the Democrat Biden. He's going to be brown bread. You can't keep that narrative that it's actually Biden. It looks like a bloody a self-destructive bloody prototype robot that's not doing what it should be doing, having a malfunction. So we are going to see, and I do believe that the leader that will step into his place will be a female. So here's the thing. Practical tips for navigating this, the Saturn and Pluto alignment. Embrace the change. Be open to the transformational changes that are happening around you. If they're for your highest good. Because collectively, I'm not sure some of the changes are going to be for our highest good, but embrace them. Step into your heart, follow your intuition. That is what you've been learning for this last 2.5 years, is around leading from your intuition, leading from your heart versus the illusions, that what you're seeing, is it truth, versus the mass programming. Reflect. This is a time of deep reflection on your life structures and the systems that you're in. Assess what is working and what needs to be transformed, and allow it just to be let go of. Focus on your inner work. Engage in practice that will support your inner work, such as meditation, therapy, journaling, breath work, shadow work. I have a number of workshops coming up over the next 6 months. There's a mother wound workshop that hasn't been released with Catherine, and there's an evening with Catherine and I. There's an angel workshop. Focus on what it is that you need to start looking at in order to shift through the intense energy and facilitate your own personal growth. Building resilience. Focus on your foundations. Focus on what it is that you need to be resilient. Focus on building your community, finding your people. Focus on stability and areas in your life where you are resilient. And here's the thing, stay grounded, people. Stay grounded in your truth. Do not be swept away in the fear narratives. The intensity of this alignment can be so friggin' overwhelming. Start grounding practices such as spending time in nature, mindfulness, physical exercise that can also help you bring yourself back to balance of harmony. The alignment of Saturn and Pluto is such a powerful and transformational time, and it marks deep structural changes that are going to be profound within the collective and also our own personal evolution. This is where we're jumping timelines. This is where the collective shift is so large that so many people aren't going to make it through. I'm just going to say that. They're not going to get the memo. They're not here to be part of this awakening journey. While the energy can be intense, it offers a unique opportunity for growth, empowerment, and a creation of stronger, more resilient foundations. Embrace the change. Focus on your inner work and stay grounded as you navigate this period. The shifts happening right now are paving the way for us to be more authentic, empowered, and fulfilling future. At times over the next 6 months, it's going to feel like we're going backwards, but we need to be in that energy in order for more people to wake up. New Zealand, by the end of this year, is going to be 50% people wanting to be on the same timeline as you, and 50% aren't. Those 50% that aren't, don't hold space for them to move. They're simply going to distract you and become a distraction for your own work and where you're heading. And that's a hard but realistic thing to say, but that's just where we're at, people. Honestly, that's where we're at. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you for your listening ears. If you would like to like my podcast and share, I would love you to. Until next time, stay connected and keep rising in consciousness. This is Priestess Lily signing off.